guys, good morning. Appreciate you joining me. Today, like the title says, right now at the time of recording, I don't know what the title is going to say, but it's going to be something that is not only eye-catching, but also something that we'll talk about in the shave and kind of go over details. But first, let's get some coffee in our TRC mug. I wanted to do a shave with this soap, HSSC Tobacco Oud. I have the splash as well, sent graciously by Tim. That needs its own review. I can't talk about what I'm going to talk about. Plus, anyway, we are going to use the TRC razor. I do have some, like I said, I do have some Perasso pre-shave on. I also have some irritation that you'll see here. This is from a straight razor that I was sent to just test, whatever. So I'm sure this is going to irritate that, but that's not the fault of the razor. We'll do a separate video on this soon. I got a lot to say about this as well. The blade that I have in this today, I don't know what it is. You tell me. It's just, it was in a sampler pack that I got, and it's just a brown envelope. I don't know. So we'll see how it works. History 101, the actual soap and splash. Let's get into it. All right, so, over the past, let me show you the brush. The Maggard 28mm super high density badger knot. The past month, maybe month and a half at this point, my channel has been lacking as far as content, and the main reason of that is just because I've been super busy in life with work and whatever. Like I said, everything's good, but just work, busy. A small reason for that is I'm venturing into other things, and the smallest reason, but something that has come up pretty significant in my opinion, is I've been monitoring my channel stats. And if you create videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can go to your YouTube studio, you can see the time watched for each video, or the average time watched. You could see a whole lot of things. YouTube has a very, very good platform where you could see a lot of information per video, and that type of thing. So I've been doing that. And what I've noticed, now, I first heard about this a couple years ago, but I was like, that's bull. That's try not to curse. That's BS. That's not real. But I think it is now that I've kind of so without getting too specific, and this is going to be a PC video. This is not going to be any cursing or anything like that. But it's going to be a video that I kind of speak, and YouTube may end up striking my video or taking it down or whatever. I don't think they will, but they may. What I'll say is, on my channel, I've noticed, now I'm not going to be specifically talking about, there's a lot that go into having your video clicked on and that type of thing. But how often your video shows up on non-subscribers feeds, that's the YouTube algorithm. 100%. There's no debating that. That is the YouTube algorithm. How often your stuff, that's why some people go viral and that type of thing, because for whatever reason, the algorithm chose them to show to millions and millions of people. People click on it, like the video, that type of thing. This is a small YouTube wet shaving channel. It's never going to be huge, but my findings are significant. And it's kind of hard to get directly into it without kind of giving some background. So on my phone is how I consume most of my YouTube content. Any videos I watch on my phone. That's signed in, at least. I may watch a video on a laptop or something, but that's not signed into my YouTube channel. So YouTube has no idea that it's Thomas the Shaver watching videos. What I found is this. Without getting in the weeds and without getting too specific on what content was consumed, most of it for testing purposes, I've noticed that watching specific content from specific, we'll call them because that's how YouTube likes to refer to them as, we'll call them controversial channels. Whenever I watch content from those channels and I watch my impressions, because you can't go off of how many people click the video, but you can look at impressions. Impressions is basically my video popping up on other people's devices, whether it be phones or tablets or computers or laptop, whatever. it pops up, and they may not choose to click on it, but at least it popped up. It was an option for them to click on. So I'm talking about impressions only, which is really the only thing that I, as a small YouTube channel, can consume, analyze, and then spit back some data points. So I don't know what this DE is, but it's actually pretty smooth. So, I noticed this on my first small hiatus, maybe 6 days or 7 days not posting. And I looked at my impressions day by day, and I noticed that when I would watch, like on one weekend, maybe a month and a half ago, I literally watched like probably 6 or 7 videos, and these are like 20-minute videos of a specific controversial YouTube channel. And I noticed that my watch time hours were going down drastically in the following days after. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I didn't do anything different. I didn't, I haven't been uploading, but normally my hours will stay consistent, But they were dropping, it was dropping like 50 over a couple of days. I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I started digging deeper, and like I said, I found some information that the only way a small channel could really consistently look at that data, and like I said, digest it and kind of make data points out of it, was the impressions. And what I noticed was this: when I watch those specific videos or channels that YouTube deems not good, even though shouldn't we deem what information we my impressions go down drastically. Now, I have several screenshots. This video is not the place for that. I'm going to make a separate video going into depth. This is just a shave. I say I have several screenshots. I have like 5 or 6 screenshots. I'm building up more though. Doing a lot of talking, not a lot of shaving. Where I'll go a couple of days and not watch anything on my phone. So, I'm signed into my Thomas the Shaver YouTube account on my phone. I don't watch anything at all. I consume no content on YouTube on my phone for a couple of days. I look at the impressions spike back up. I mean, it's a literal graph of going damn near 90-degree angle. I mean, it's like 80, just straight up, when I don't consume any controversial content in the days leading up to the me checking. When I consume the content, literally 24 to 48 hours on the dot of the minute, I didn't check minutes, but on the hour that I consumed the content, 24, 48 hours previously, in my impressions. So the first time this happened, I was like, yeah, it's got to just be a coincidence, that type of thing. And then, a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago, before I did all the honing video and that type of stuff, I was like, you know what? Let me check this again. Let me do this again. And I did. And what I did was, I went 3 days not watching a thing on my YouTube channel. Just straight up my impressions. Then I go into this was last weekend whenever I did the honing stuff. The end of last week, whenever I started watching controversial content again, I was like, all right, I'm gonna upload some videos this weekend. I think I uploaded one Saturday, I uploaded one Sunday. I think that's how I did it. And both of those videos, you can go look at those videos right now. The views on them, the impressions on them, like a fraction of what I would typically get on videos. And again, we're talking small numbers. I'm not a huge, but I have enough videos out there. I have like over 400 videos where I can compare, and I have enough days logged that I can compare my average. And I think my average impressions on a day, I'm pulling numbers out of thin air, but they're not going to be specifically accurate, but they're going to be very close, maybe within 10, 15,000. I want to say like 170,000 is my average day when I consume this content, or at least play the content and walk away from my phone. YouTube thinks I'm consuming it. Within 24 to 48 hours after I consume that content, guess how much? Less than 50,000 impressions per day at that point. Like, it's like a third, less than a third. So last week when I did the Boker home, plus I did the Boker shave. And the Boker home, we're not talking about views alone, because I know a lot of guys that watch my videos don't watch homing videos, and that's fine. You know, you're not going to like everything I upload. That's cool. But the impressions should be the same. The impressions should be not the same, but they should be in the same range. They shouldn't be more than a third, a quarter. Just say a quarter. They shouldn't be a quarter down. Like, damn, what? So yeah, YouTube is doing some funky stuff on the back end when they deem you not worthy of. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just bringing that to light. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of videos I know that I upload that I don't do my tags and that type of stuff, and I can understand those. And your SEO and all that comes into play as far as impressions. But when all that stuff is like to peak performance and equal, and the impressions are way off, something's going on. So anyway, that's kind of that's as far as I kind of want to go in this video, because like I said, I'm compiling data, and I will have a longer format video specifically for that, not shaving. But yeah, I just, you know, so if you're uploading YouTube content and you've noticed kind of like a stagnation on your channel, just don't watch YouTube content while logged into your YouTube app on your phone or computer or whatever else, because they're logging all that. They know exactly which channels are watching which channels, and they can, not manually, I'm not saying they have somebody there specific, like manually looking at all this, but it's an algorithm. I mean, how long has YouTube been around? How long has Google been around? You don't think they have algorithms for all this stuff? Almost slipped up there. Anyway, yeah, I just thought that was interesting, you know. We're only doing a 2-pass shave. I don't want to irritate this anymore, but I needed to get this growth off. You know, and it was the same, kind of the same thing with Twitter, although I think Twitter was a little different. There was, you know, what's the not law, but what's the thing that internet companies get? I guess it is a law. I don't know. Or since you're on their platform, they're private, so they can do whatever they want on the platform. Like, I get all that, but so this razor definitely, oh yeah, did great. The DE in here, like I said, I have no idea what it is, but it also did very well. So TRC razor at this point in time, I have, let's see, this is my one video, and then I did, this is either the 5th or 6th shave with the TRC razor. Yeah, I'm gonna do its own separate review. What I can tell you is this though off the bat, and I'll get into the specifics why during the video. The TRC razor blows. I have no comparison to the TRC razor when it comes to just one single base plate. type of razor, except with the America razor. Everything else I have doesn't even compare. I have 5 or 6 other DEs. None of them can hold the light to this, to the TRC razor. A candle, whatever. But the America razor, that beats it, in my opinion. You know, for me. But again, we're not comparing apples to apples, are we? It's double the price. Both are made in the USA. Both are made in the USA, but one is half the price of the other one. So can you really compare them apples to apples? Not really. Not really. You know? You can't compare a high point. If you know what a high point is, give me a thumbs up. You can't compare a high point to a SIG. You can't. You can't. How do you compare a high point to a SIG? You can't. No comparison. Now, don't get me wrong. The America razor and the TRC razor are not that far apart. That was a bad example. But you can't compare a $100 razor to a $45 razor, whatever. So yeah. Oh. All right, let's finish this puppy up. I mean, we have a little, I have a little bit left on the chin. I would get it on the third pass. I just really don't want to aggravate my skin any more than it already is. Yeah. Yeah, look. I mean, that's pretty bad. I had to shave. I had to get the growth. Now, it looks bad because I just shaved. Once my skin like relaxes, it'll look okay. It'll look a lot better. But anyway, I'm just yapping. Now let me go ahead and finish this up. Put on the splash. By the way, this scent is leather, gunpowder, I think like wood shavings, smoke. Very, very nice scent for me. I really do enjoy it. All right, guys. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the rant. Maybe that's what I'll call this. Maybe I'll call this the YouTube algorithm rant. I don't know. I'll figure it out. See what I want to call it. I hope YouTube doesn't take it down. I didn't really say anything bashing YouTube, did I? I don't think so. But water on my glasses. If you create content, just be aware. You know, they're monitoring anything you're signed into, and they'll dock your pay, so to speak. I mean, they'll dock your views for sure. So you'll be affected. Anyway, guys, appreciate you joining. I've got to finish this up and get out to work. So, all right, see you next time.